Hello to my lovely art family. I hope you're doing well. This week I am going to show you a painting that I have been afraid to show you for about 5 months. What's that, you ask? Me afraid to show you a painting? Yeah, I was afraid to show you this painting. Part of the reason was because when I started it, I was at the beginning of my gouache phase. I was so excited to paint this. I had this idea in my mind, and I just thought it was going to turn out so good. It was going to be so easy because I had this idea in my mind, right? Well, that's not the way art works. Sometimes we have ideas in our minds, and it doesn't always work out. So I was a little scared to show this to you. This was at the beginning of my plant phase as well. I just wanted to incorporate some sort of element of nature into my artwork. So I chose her hair, and I'm happy with it. I'm not here to bash my artwork. I'm just here to tell you that every artist, I think, has this idea in their mind. You know, they really want to execute it. I see this in my comments all the time. A lot of people have these ideas, but it's just so hard to execute it. So my struggle with this was figuring out how to blend this gouache. This was, as I said, at the beginning of my gouache phase. I had only done maybe about 2 paintings before this. My painting skills with gouache paint now are probably a lot different because I've practiced for about 5 months. But I wanted to go back and show you my struggles. I'm not a perfect person, and I have to work hard at things too. So, yeah. Anyway, here it is, and I hope you like it. First, let's just talk about my process. A lot of people ask me in my gouache paintings if I prime my wood with anything. The answer is no, I do not. I do this by personal choice. I know a lot of people like to use gesso on wood. Now, if this were an oil painting or an acrylic painting, I would definitely, absolutely prime my wood panel with gesso. And I would sand it very lightly and do multiple layers of gesso. And I'm very picky about that kind of thing with that medium. But with gouache, I really, really love the way that this medium just soaks into those wood fibers. And the pigment just looks so beautiful. You kind of have to layer a few times and be very patient. But I really love that outcome, and I just think it's so beautiful to me to see that wood grain especially. I know it may not be some people's preference, but I really appreciate it. Anyway, by the way, I did a giveaway about a week or 2 ago. You can head over to my Twitter and Instagram where I have announced the winner. How exciting! Not gonna give it away in this video, but letting you guys know. I have not asked you guys this, I don't think, and I just want to know, what is your favorite color? And I also want to know, has that been your favorite color for a really long time? Or are you one of those kinds of people that kind of has a new favorite color with the seasons or with the years? What is your favorite color? Mine has consistently been a minty teal for probably since I was very little. And I would say I really like peach now. Peach is really nice. And, well, gold it's like a trendy kind of color right now, so I kind of like that. And I really like neutral greens. They're kind of like naturey and stuff. Earthy colors are definitely a favorite for me. So back to this process, I did use a white gel pen for this. I got this pen in Italy. I'm not really sure what the brand is, but you can use jelly rollers or Uniball pens, whatever you want. I just do that for the highlights. When I did this painting, her skin was my struggle. So I didn't really delve into it that much in the beginning, but blending her skin, like her hand, that worked out wonderfully, and I was so excited. And I was like, why isn't this as easy on her face as it is for her hand? But it's all part of the practicing process. I did a lot of layering and layering. She kind of looks a little bit dead, and I can't really remember now if that was intentional or not, but at the time I just remembered looking at her face, and I was so happy with this painting for like 3 days, and then I looked at her lips, and I don't know, I had just kind of given up. It was just kind of a lost cause, and I was so tired of layering on her lips because the paint was starting to come off with the layers. So yeah, it made me scared to show this to you guys, but I want to be transparent with you guys. I don't want to hide my art struggles from you, and I know that some of you can agree I could have probably done better on her lips. Some of you may like them, and either critique is okay with me, I'm fine with that, but I don't want to hide my struggles from you guys. I don't want to pretend that trying to improve at a hobby is just super easy and you don't mess up. The truth is, with any hobby that you choose, whether or not you like basketball, or maybe you like swimming, or knitting, or painting, we all have to go through these times in which it doesn't turn out the way we had hoped. A lot of me is very thankful for that. I feel very blessed that we are not perfect people, and we have to really try to become better at the things that we like. I think that stands for a lot of things in life, like relationships, whatever, school. Yeah. I appreciate not being perfect and having to practice. It makes me not take art for granted, I guess. If it was easy, always, then I don't know if I would enjoy it as much. That just kind of got deep, whoa, but it's the truth. Tell me about something maybe you have tried to get better at with your hobby. I think we are all kind of in that journey in a sort of same way, even if it's a different hobby. So, if you have a different hobby than art and for some reason you're watching my channel, that is super awesome, and I would love to hear about your hobbies. I love when you guys share those tidbits. It's so fun reading them. But yeah, now that I have set this aside for a while, I actually feel like, I went through my phase of not feeling too great about this painting and stuff, but now when I look at it, I kind of feel happy because I know that I tried really hard with this. And for being so new at using gouache at the time, which was, as I said, about 5 months ago, I think it was a very fun learning experience for one of my first tries, and I definitely carried a lot away from this painting. And after this was when I decided, this is my favorite medium. Aside from other paints and stuff, like I really like oil and acrylic now, this is one of my favorites. I want to do this. And I think these struggles can be very optimistic things, and so I hope you guys feel encouraged from that. If you have any questions about what I'm using, where I got stuff, you can ask me down below. I will try to reply. If you have anything else you would like to share, you are totally more than welcome. As I said, I love hearing from you guys, so yeah. I hope that you like the end product, but if you don't, that's totally okay. This was kind of an up and down one for me, and I am glad that I learned a lot from it. And I really like her hair and the colors and everything. And so, as I said, I like this piece. At first, I was afraid to show it to you guys, but I think my learning experience has helped me gain a little bit of confidence with it. But yeah, I'm excited to keep on practicing and to keep learning more. And if you guys have any advice, I am also willing to take that. Anyway, have a very wonderful day, and I love you guys. Keep doing art, and yeah, just sending some joy your way. Alrighty, thank you for watching, and if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe because these algorithms are being weird right now, and I think it's unsubscribing a lot of my viewers. Okay, bye.